Today, we're making homemade hummus. Growing up in an Armenian family, this is something we always had in our fridge, and I still do to this day. It's very easy to make and will taste better than store-bought. This recipe, like most of our recipes, is customizable, where you can have it plain. Today I'm going to show you how to do it with roasted red pepper. I've also done roasted garlic, and I've even done caramelized onions. So I've washed and rinsed my chickpeas. Now, a couple things. You'll see they have these skins on them. If you're using raw chickpeas like I am today, you can use cooked if you want. You do want to remove these. It kind of adds a grit to your hummus if you leave them on. Once you think you have them all, stir them around a little bit. You'll likely find another 20 of them. This is honestly the most time-consuming part of making hummus. And you can skip it if you want, if you don't mind a little grit in the hummus. And some people actually do prefer it. So to each their own. Well, that took longer than, of course, anyone would want. But now that I've got my chickpeas peeled and rinsed, I am going to get started on the hummus. So we can set those aside for right now. We're actually going to start with a quarter cup of lemon juice. Then you want to take your tahini, make sure it's shaken well. Quarter cup of tahini. All right. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to blend this for a minute. All right, after a minute, it should look like this. And then I'm just gonna scrape the sides here. You can see it's already thickened up. And then I'm gonna do another 30 seconds. 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And 1 clove of minced garlic. Highly recommend fresh for this because you are going to taste it. And then we're going to do just a little bit of cumin, a little bit of smoked paprika, which you don't have to do smoked paprika. I just like what it adds to it. And we're just going to do a pinch of salt. Now we're going to blend it again for another 30 seconds. That's what we have right now. So you want to just you're gonna have to keep scraping the sides down because we want to make sure all this gets blended in. So in between each process, just go through and do this. Now we're gonna take about half our chickpeas and add those in. And we're gonna process this for another minute. This is what we have after 1 minute. I'm just gonna push all this down. You can see it's already starting to look hummus textured. Now we're gonna put in our last bit of chickpeas. And then we're gonna blend this for another minute. Sometimes you gotta do a little extra, but typically that should be enough. Haven't used this blender for it before, so we'll see. So this is looking pretty good. Next step is to add a little water until it gets completely smooth and it's the consistency and texture you want. Now this is already pretty close, so I don't think I'm gonna have to add much water. That said, if you wanna add in a topping and kind of switch it up a little bit and customize it, this is the step where you do that before you add any water. So you can do roasted garlic, you can do caramelized onions. I have these roasted red peppers from yesterday. So I'm just going to pour these in. Now I'm gonna blend those first until they're nice and smooth. Again, another 30 seconds or so. So this is why you add your toppings first, is the toppings can have some moisture content in them. So if you look at this, this is already perfect hummus texture. So I don't need to do the step where I add just a little bit of water at a time until it's thinned out. You don't want it to be overly thin. If you weren't adding a topping, or when you add the topping, it still was too thick and maybe even a little chunky, you would add in just a little bit of water at a time, blend for about 30 seconds, add a little bit more water, blend for about 30 seconds, and you would do that until you get the consistency you want. But this looks good, so I'm gonna get this out of here. All right, so technically you can eat it right now. I like the hummus to be chilled a little bit, let the flavors blend a bit more, so I'm gonna put this in the fridge and we'll try it later. All right, so it's been refrigerated. Now to finish it off, got a little bit more of these roasted red peppers. I'm just gonna top it off with some of those. A little drizzle of olive oil and a sprinkle of paprika. I'm excited. I've been outside all day and I have not got to eat yet, so let's try it. I mean, it tastes better than store-bought. And it's also nice because once you've made it a couple times, you'll know what things you'll want to change. Maybe you'll want more lemon juice, maybe you'll want more tahini, more garlic. And you can kind of customize it as you go. This is really the first time I've ever actually measured out the ingredients when I made it, but it's so good. It's so much more flavorful than what you'll get from a store-bought one. And I know it's a lot of work removing all the chickpea skins. It makes such a difference. I mean, this is so smooth. You can see how smooth that is. Now, I found these mini pitas. You can also do vegetables. You can use chips. It's great for hummus wraps. It's super easy to make. Tons of different variations. You can get creative with it. Try different things with it. Let me know what you think and what variations you've done. And if you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. We'll have more of it every week.